Good afternoon, Prop Nation. It is another Drew Estate Tabak and Tech Tip Sunday. I had my Monster Energy this morning, so this afternoon it's being powered by Diet Coke. Diet Coke, the best thing to pair with Bacardi. It's been a hectic day. Sorry, this video is going to be so late in the day. The other day I had someone reach out to me after watching a few of my Tech Tip Sunday videos, and I don't know which ones, but he had said, Kevin, you make it sound like no mechanic ever wants people working on their own cars. I apologize. If that's the way some of my videos have come off, that's not how I meant, or not what I meant to say. I know a lot of my videos we talk about some things like brakes that are a little bit more complicated than people feel that they are, and then they get over their head. Things that can, when you're going down the road, can affect other drivers. Those are the things that you should be thinking twice about doing. If you want to do your own valve cover gasket, your own spark plugs, those aren't a safety issue that if you screwed something up, you're not going to plow into something else, most likely. I don't ever want to say ever. But there are many things in your house, on your car, that you should be trying yourself. It all comes down to, some people, no matter what it costs, they want to do it themselves for the satisfaction of having the job done. And that's fine if you're not that busy. If you're like me, if you're like a lot of people, we have busy lives, and there's things that we just pay other people to do because at the end of the day, it's going to be done faster. Not necessarily better. We're in the Drew Estate Experience Acid Studios. When they're putting the drywall up, I had every intention of doing the drywall finishing myself. It's not that big, a 550 square foot lounge. Honestly, working, a full-time job doing the cigar thing, this would have taken me 2 weeks. Now, back in the day when I was doing drywall finishing, this was a 3-day job at best, but it probably would have taken me 2 weeks to do. So I looked at, weighing what it would, the 2 weeks of all the extra time, and there was no extra time, so it was taking away from other things that I needed to be doing, and I just couldn't afford that. So we paid the crew that hung the drywall to finish it. I didn't expect to be this busy. I didn't expect it to take 2 years to get to this point either. So yes, so we had that added expense, but I look at it as in, what did I save by just having someone else do it? Did they do it up to what I would have done? No, I would have done a better job because this was mine. I would have taken a little bit more care. I'd have been a little bit more precise because this is my space, so it would have come out better. Did it come out bad? No, not at all. Are there drywall finishers that are going to come over here and notice some things? You bet your ass there are. So same thing in your car. I'm not saying we mechanics don't take care of your car. I try and treat every car as if it was mine. Are there things on your car I will hit with a hammer that I won't hit on my car? You bet your ass there are. Not badly. There are things sometimes, you got a hammer, it's like, oh, the right tool's over there. Let me go grab the right tool. Oh, my hammer's the right tool for this job. Especially if I'm replacing the part. It's like, why? Just hit it off. But yeah, so there are some things on your car. If you're detailing your car, maybe you'll get into those nooks and crannies that someone else will miss. And that's one job I hate doing myself, but when I do it, like once every couple of years, other than paying somebody, I get all the little things, and because it's mine, so it's like you look back and it's like, man, you're tired, you're sweaty. It's like, that is a job well done. Those are jobs you should be doing, practicing. But we all farm out jobs. We've got I've got Cat 6 cable all the way around here. And I'm like, you know what, out of curiosity, let me hop online, let me get a couple of quotes. I've got like 8 ends that need terminated. So let me get some quotes, figure out what that's going to cost me. What happened there? The cigar caught fire. That's weird. Sure, it wasn't anything else. But yeah, I got some crazy quotes. Crazy. One company, an electrical company, quoted me $800, said it was going to take 3 hours. Get out of your mind. What? No way. I don't know how to do the job, but I've seen like other people do it, and I know it's not going to take 3 hours. So instantly I told them, no thanks, that's out of my price range. Those are things, trust your gut. Trust your gut. If you're getting a quote on your house or something else, and you think it just doesn't feel right, it might not be right. There are, especially, and same on your car. If the quote seems high, sometimes, like I said, we'll give people an estimate on something, and they'll be like, well, that doesn't seem high. And then it's like, oh, I will break it down exactly what it is, then, and it usually always comes down to like labor. Like there are bulbs, there are headlight bulbs that pay over 2 hours. That could be 200, like how, I'm not paying $300 for a bulb or $200 for a bulb. You can do it in 5 minutes. And it's like, let me show you that you can't do it in 5 minutes, and I will break it down for you. But if something just feels wrong, ask questions, be it on your car, be it on your house. There's nothing wrong with getting a second opinion. If it's something dangerous like brakes, we've had people like, I just feel that that's high. Please sit in our waiting room. You can call around, call friends, call whoever, call another shop. Your car doesn't need to be on the road. But if you feel like you got to drive and get another estimate, that's fine. But back to the cable termination ends. Reach out to my good buddy Gary Brooks, and just like, hey, if you're going to do this yourself, like what would the tools be that you would use? This is what Gary does, IT guy. So I don't know if that is an insult, Gary, at being an IT guy. I really don't know what you do. You use a lot of technical terms. Sometimes I have to Google what you say. So I should just throw it in ChatGPT. So yeah, I went out. I ended up doing all Klein. I know, Gary, you said like a different one, but I've got the Klein tools. I've got the good pass-through connectors. I even bought a little tester. So I spent like $120 to do like 8, but now I can make my own cords. That is something I'm gonna try. If I mess it up, it doesn't affect anything. I will call a professional to come out and fix what I did. If you put your wiper blades on wrong and you screw them up, as long as it's not raining, you can bring them over to me. I will fix it. Same with your air filter. Same with other things. If you screw up your brakes or you screw up something really important, putting a shock in, a strut in, and then you don't want to drive it to me, you're gonna want to have it towed, something like that. But then that's a lot more, it's a lot more dangerous to be driving it. But then that's in the added expense. So yes, there are things that as mechanics that we don't mind. Yeah, if you buy an air filter to me, do I make a little bit more money? Yes, I do. Air filters, wiper blades, all of that. Everything I do to your car, just pulling your car into my bay, I am making money. Is my goal to make as much money off your car as possible? Me personally, no, it is not. My goal is to assess the condition of your car. You pay me to do a job. If it's an oil change, I do an oil change. If it's a vehicle inspection, I do a vehicle inspection. I let you know. Courtesy check, we check all the fluids. My job is just to let you know what I'm seeing with your car, and maybe to help you work through a process of, if you have a budget, of getting your car fixed. But like I said, air filters, wiper blades, even tune-ups nowadays. These things are super easy to do, and you are more than capable of doing it. There's YouTube. I watch YouTube. You know how many videos I've watched how to make Cat 6 cables? A lot. So I'm going to do it. Sorry to everybody. This has been another Drew Estate Tabak and Tech Tip Sunday. If you got any questions, head over to your local Firestone, Tires Plus, Hibden Tires Plus, or Wheelworks if you're out on the West Coast. And we'll see you next week.